The woman I was 10 years ago in my 30s was not the woman I have become in my 40s. Wow. 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 I'm wowed myself. I have changed. Fill my cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord. What would have been taken with me into year 2025? Hello and welcome to my channel. We all need to reflect on our journey in the year 2024. But before we go into this topic, I want to welcome every one of you to my channel, and it's your girl Laura Shita. What an interesting 2024, and it's still ongoing. Miracle could happen at the last minute, and things can fall into place in the last minute. Don't give up. There is still some few days left to the year 2024. I'm here to reflect on my journey. When I say reflect on my journey, I also want to reflect on my goals, my values, and the redefined me. Being in my 40s felt like a milestone, a reminder to prioritize myself, physically, spiritual well-being. I would say I've been through a moment of exhaustion, not having enough time for myself, and the moment of trying to understand myself with the fear, the self-doubt, the uncertainty, like where do I go from here, with the challenges, with stepping in, stones for growth. 2023 was a rebirth of 2024 for me. I don't know how I want to put that, because I started finding myself in 2024. It was like a discovery for me. Before discovering myself, it's been a very challenging year after year, trying to know who you are among the self-doubt, the fear, the uncertainty. Who am I in general, especially when I moved to the US, trying to understand how do I fit in, right? And among that, I became a mother, I became a wife, and I'm still a career woman. How do I fit in? All those questions. It was just so much. And alongside, I lost myself. In 2024, it was a journey to self-rediscovery. Finding myself, prioritizing myself, protecting my space, and understanding who I really am, or who I was really becoming. Let me put it like that. The woman I was 10 years ago in my 30s was not the woman I have become in my 40s. I have evolved. I have changed. Still changing. I'm still learning. And it's been a very beautiful journey to my discovery about myself, my strength, and my purpose. And that's why I'm standing in front of you this beautiful day. Be it morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are watching me from. It's been our journey, and I want to share that journey so someone can learn from my journey, and we can all share what our journey is like in the comment section. So what have I learned so far about my rediscovery process in the year 2024? That is a lot. I have a lot I've learned and rediscovered about myself, but I just want to bring this few to your understanding. Prioritizing self-care isn't selfish. That's one thing a lot of women, especially mothers, don't take in consideration. We just put ourselves in a position where we help others, and we keep pouring into someone. We keep pouring, but the cup is empty. How do we fill it up? Like in my church, they sing the song, "Fill my cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord." Because even the Bible knows there are times when your cup is empty, and you just need to take it to God and say, "God, fill this cup, because I still need to pour out to people, and I don't want to be an empty vessel pouring out to people, especially your kids, your family, your husband, your sisters, your brothers, So we need to take time to prioritize ourselves, take care of ourselves, our mind, our body, and our soul. I've learned to set boundaries. I've learned to say no without feeling guilty, and I've learned to take a moment and just breathe. Everybody will be fine. Trust me. And I've also tried to understand rest is also a part of productivity. If you rest enough, you'll be more productive. Your input is what you finally put out. That's what's going to be your output. If you want to give the best output, you need to fuel yourself and refresh yourself, prioritize yourself, go out. Let me just give you an instance of something that I really started doing. Go to the spa, go fix my nails, get my toes done, just go to pedicure, manicure. I could take a drive around my neighborhood just to breathe. Just be in the car and drive around the neighborhood, just to feel relaxed. You just want to switch off your phone at that moment. Put your phone in the house. So if your husband calls you, the phone is ringing in the house. I just take a drive around my neighborhood and just go. Just me, myself, and just driving, enjoying the nature. And sometimes I just sit in the park. I don't take a book, I don't take anything. I just sit down and just enjoy, right? Enjoy that scenery, enjoy the peace, enjoy I'm in that moment. First thing we need to do as women is prioritizing self-care. Yeah. And setting boundaries. Yes. So another lesson is consistency beats perfection. I'm a perfectionist. I'll say I was a perfectionist. I'm still am, because my husband still tells me I want everything to be in a particular order before I get things done, and it slows things down. And that's something I'm trying to work on myself. Before I started my channel, I was wanting everything perfect. I want to have the perfect body, I want to be in the perfect place, I want my house to be self-organized, I want it to look so perfect. And if you look at it, it's not attainable. Your mother, your wife, your career woman, how can you get all that done and still want to get in shape, look trim? You want everything perfect, but it can't be perfect. It can't be that perfect. So what I do is I work in routines, right? I set a goal for myself and I work in little chunks. And if you call it it's I give myself an agile process, in my life, little chunks of things I do every day, every minute, every second counts, and that's going to make the big picture looks perfect, right? Especially when it comes to my life, taking care of my kids, taking care of the home. I would say the small effort counts. And I also praise myself for those little efforts, because sometimes I beat myself, and I still do it. I beat myself up for those effort. It's not enough. What have I done in 24 hours? I've done a lot. I might have cleaned the whole house, I might have tidied up the living space, I might have folded my daughter's clothes, I might have prepared a meal for my family. And you being a career woman, you have been at work from 9 to 5, you're back home, you sorted the kids down, and you're trying to wind down for the next day. That is a big win for that day for me. I have passed through that day without breaking down, without everything going into chaos, right? So I've tried to appreciate my small wins, and I've tried to say, God, I'm grateful for the little things I've been able to achieve this time, this hour, this day. In my fellowshipping with God, I want to prioritize that as number one thing. I'm not where I want to be with God right now, or consistency, little chunks over trying to do it all. Let's take for example with me. I've always wanted to be in a certain stage in my fellowshipping with God. I want to be able to go to church. I want to be able to go to more church events. I want to be able to read the Bible more. I want to be able to spread the word, like reach out to someone and preach the word. And I know I can't get all this done with being a mother, being a career woman, and trying to even influence, and but I can always do these in other ways. And I've taken it upon myself to join a group where we study the Bible together. And so every morning I just go onto that prayer channel and we study the Bible together. And another thing I have incorporated into my routine is try and read a Bible scripture or a chapter. If I don't finish a chapter today, I can continue the next day. So I don't want to force myself like, oh, let me finish the whole chapter today. No, if I can read 1 to 5 verses and understand it very well, then I can pick it up from where I left the next day. Instead of forcing myself out, I need to read all these verses in this chapter, and at the end of the day, you are not understanding what you're reading because you are just running through it because you want to go do something next, right? So you take your time. It is 4 verses I need to read and understand those 4 verses. Take those 4 verses and read them. Read them, understand them, pen them down. If you need to reach out to someone, oh, I don't really understand these verses in the Bible, can you put me through? And that I've been doing lately. Like I reach out to my spiritual leaders, and like I read this chapter, I read this verse, and I'm kind of confused on the principles of the study. Like, can you put me through? And that's one thing I have been doing, little things, right? And that really counts. Another thing I have learned, having faith as my anchor. This year, God has tested me, has tested my family, and has also tested my faith, because there are things that happen in my life and I'm like, oh God, why is this happening? Why do you allow it happen? It happened for a purpose. It is will. Like you say, let his will be done, right? You keep questioning and questioning. This year, I just let go and let God, right? I just kept faith, studying the word of God and fellowshipping as being my source of strength and anchor. It has really helped me improve my faith. So anything doesn't move me, because things I can't see, I can't change, I can't predict. I just have faith that all things are possible. So my faith has really grown in God, just putting my burden on him, like just having faith and having hope that he's going to take control of the situation, and not getting worried and having anxiety about anything. Like I've really grown in my faith this year, and I've learned like just putting your trust and having your anchor in the word of God alone would really help you push through things you don't see and you can't change. There are things like you can't change. I can bake a bread, yes. I can clean the house, yes. But there are other things you can't change, that it's beyond your power. We have a super force up there that can make the impossible possible. So why don't I just trust in him and just lay my hold on him, like grasp my faith and my gas. Lord, I don't know where to turn from here. I am putting you in charge of this experience. I am putting you in charge of this trial. I'm putting you in charge of this situation. I'm putting you in charge of this. Come and take control. And 10 out of 10, 9, he had always come in to help, right? And sometimes things just work and you say, yes, this is God, because I left in his hand to take control of the situation. I am so grateful how far my faith this year has really grown, and it had helped me in every situation I find myself. God has really come through in my health, in my well-being, in the life of my husband, in the life of my children, in the life of my family, my sisters. God has really come through, and I don't have a cause to always question God any longer, like, why is this happening to me? It has a reason for it to happen. If it doesn't want it to happen, it won't happen, right? So if anything happens to me right now, I know God is in control, and he has a reason for allowing this pass, because happened to me and it would pass, and it gives me something better. You're thinking about this, and God is like, this is what I have, this is the picture of what I have for you, right? And it gives you something better. Let me take for example, I think for a job some years ago, and I was out of job for like a month, and when I saw this job description, I just knew that company is where I want to work, right? And I put in my resume to that company, and I didn't put any other resume out there. I just put that resume and like, God, take control, I want to work in this company, and this is what you're going to do for me, right? I didn't hear anything the next 2-3 weeks, but I was not worried, right? I just put my anchor in God that this is where I want to work, you will do it. So in the 3rd week, I got an email, they want to interview me. So I did 2-3 series of interviews, and I got the job. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you just don't have faith without acting. You need to back up your faith with prayer as well, and at the same time you need to act. Act is trying to, like, in your mind, making you know that it's going to happen. You'll be so positive that it's going to happen, and it will happen. So I don't say go do what I do, right? But that's just me having faith in God and totally trusting Him that He's going to take perfect control, right? And He did. He come true. Like I tell you, He always come true when He wants to come true, and He will never let you down. Or just have faith. Pray, because consistency in your prayer and the way you ask Him, the way you're asking God for something, like, just be so sure you already have it. And that's me. Faith is just having hope in things you don't see, but you're trusting it's coming to pass, like it's already there, it has happened already, right? So that's faith. What would happen taking with me into year 2025? Here are some of the things I'm carrying with me and taking along with me. A clear vision of my health goal, my spiritual goals, my physical goals, and my career goal. And I'm going to like a board and write everything down. I am going to be focusing on my health this year. I want to just some way. I'm going to put the work into it. Gradual work, probably start with meal prepping, then probably start gently with little exercise, maybe 10 minutes a day. Then I'll gradually grow how long I start doing my exercise. I'll probably add weight training, then jogging. But I want to focus on my physical well-being and health in the year 2025. Another thing I want to take in the year 2025 is committing to rest. Yeah, I said it, committing to rest. We need to, as a mother and wife and a career woman that's doing 3 jobs, one person doing 3 jobs, we need to commit to rest. We need to take time out of no time to just rest. Be in a place of rest with your mind, with your soul, and your physical being. We just need to give ourselves permission to slow down and listen to our body, right? When our body needs, you need to sleep. Drop everything you are doing. Don't force it. Go and sleep. Yes, the house might be messy for that 1 hour, but you will come back and clean. But give yourself that rest for that moment. If not, you will just be so tired that at the end of the day, you might end up falling so exhausted and falling sick. It's happened to me before. So if my body wants me to rest, I will shut everything down, listen to my body, and putting my body in a place of rest. Another thing is building community. I can't emphasize on the sisterhood and building your community, and that's why I am on YouTube, to build a community of women who are struggling. I won't say struggling, I would say women who are a mother, who are career women, who wants a community, who wants sisterhood. And that's what I'm trying to build for we, especially Black women. We need that community, and especially we women who are immigrant, that most of us don't have our family around us here. Women who can uplift each other in a positive way. I will be doing a lot of reaching out next year. I'll be going for a lot of networking program next year with women that think like me, go for more outreach programs that have to do with women, and also network with women in different churches apart from my church, just network with women generally that align with my principles and value. So that's some of the things I'm going to be taking with me in the year 2025. Gratitude. Oh my god, I want to start the day. I've always done this, so I'm taking it with me. It's a no-brainer not to take it with me into another year, right? I want to always start my days with gratitude, thanking God for the little things He's done, because we don't thank God enough for the little things He has done. We only see the big pictures, like when we have a miracle, or probably someone had cancer and the person get healed of cancer. That's the only time we'll say, oh God, you are worthy to be praised. Thank you for healing this person of cancer, right? We don't see those little miracles like eating, like breathing, like just waking up and seeing the sun rise. I'm like, yes, hey, I need to thank God for that. So gratitude for little things, for family, for love, for His mercies, His grace. Those little things we don't see, those miracles, those blessings we don't even see, that we overlook. I want to always say thank you to Him, Baba God. I want to start celebrating my little wins, because when you celebrate your little wins, it's like giving yourself a medal. And when someone have a medal, you're always happy that, okay, I want to do more. So I want to be able to celebrate my little win, so I can always give myself that grace to do more. And also gratitude to God for always keeping me alive, keeping my family, keeping my husband, and keeping my kids. Like a lot, I'm not saying this to say I'm happy. The people's life that when you see their life, you're like, God, I'm thankful for what I have, and I'm thankful for where I am right now. Or that's just me saying, being thankful, giving gratitude towards the blessings and the miracle God has poured into my life, and at the same time prayers for other people. And I've always done this. I've always prayed for every woman out there, especially widowers, single mothers. They have always been in my prayer. I don't want to know where they are in the world, but I've always have them in my prayer because I understand their struggles. And I am blessed to have a partner to help me with raising my kids, to help me with this journey of life. But some people don't have the opportunity. They are always in my prayer every day, and that's another thing I want to continue doing and taking with me, to pray for the less privileged and pray for other people who needs my prayer, regardless of if I know them or I don't know them. So I just generalize that prayer and do that prayer for them. So that's something I'm taking into the year 2025. And this is me just reflecting on my journey so far in 2024. Wow. Wow. I'm wowed myself because of the growth. Oh my God, the growth. I grew in size. I grew in my family. My family, we were just 3. Then we grew in number. We're now 4. And not only there, in my career, in everything, the growth is you can see it, right? The growth can be eaten. So okay, yes, there's this growth, right? So I am blessed, and I'm thankful for where I am so far. And I know 2025 is going to be another beautiful year. It's going to even be better than 2024. Oh my God, I'm looking towards 25 with so much. Oh, what's God having my way? What's God bringing into my life, right? So, and my prayer for anybody out there and every woman out there that 2025 is going to be the best year of your life. Yes, I said it. Quote me. So God will find you in the point where you need Him most, and it will come true for you. 2024 is not yet over. I serve a God of the 11th hours, so trust me, it will come true for you. And 2025 is going to be one of the best years of your life. And if you're watching me today and you feel like giving up, don't give up. He have your back. It might just be like things are not aligned in your way. You're praying, your prayers are not being answered. Yes, trust me, He have your back. It might tarry for long, but surely He will surely answer. So don't give up. Keep being productive. Keep being hardworking. Keep keeping faith, because it will always come true for you, no matter what, no matter the circumstances. It will always come true for you. I leave you with this little perfect journey of mine. My journey is not perfect, right? And it doesn't have to be. I'm not saying my journey is perfect. It's a progress. It's a work in progress. So trust me, we'll get there. It's one step at a time, one little turn, and it becomes an all big mighty ball. Let us step into 25 being stronger, keeping faith, open, being productive, and at the same time the best is yet to come. 2025 is going to be one of the best years of your life, and you'll say, oh, Laura said so. Yes, I said so. Go quote me. With God on our side, I see better things for us in the year 2025. So let's do this together. Let's take this work together. I'll see you in my next video, and peace. Shalom. Bye.